everyone. In this episode number 2, I'm going to share with you 3 more amazing ways of how to open a speech or a presentation. Let's look at these 3 interesting ways of opening your speech and presentation. My name is Deepak Sharma. I'm a professional speaker, public speaking and communication coach. I hope you watched the first episode where I have shared the first 3 amazing ways to open a speech or presentation, that is asking a question, opening with a story, or using the word imagine. If you have not done that, go and watch that video and apply that learning. So let's look at next 3 amazing ways out of the 10 amazing ways I'm going to share with you in this video. Number 4, analogy or a metaphor is an amazing way to open a speech. It helps people to relate and understand the subject and what are you going to speak in the speech in a much easier way. Analogy or metaphors are basically comparison between 2 things, typically for the purpose of explanation and clarification. When you give an analogy or share a metaphor while opening a speech, your audience will be able to relate to it in a very easy manner. Let's listen to Tracy McMillan, where she used analogy or mathematical formula to explain her experience of life.
Thank you. So when I was growing up, there was this song we used to sing on the playground, and it went like this. Tracy and so sitting in a tree, Kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes baby in a baby carriage. And I'm like, okay, that's it. That's how you do life. That's how you do a relationship. Love, marriage, baby carriage. Okay, got it. And then I grew up, and this is what my life turned out to be. Slightly more complicated, right? Love, marriage, divorce, dry spells. Love, marriage, co-parenting, another marriage, another divorce. You get the picture.
What she has done in the speech, she has converted her life experience into a mathematical formula which makes it easy to understand, and audience also gets hooked to her speech. And have you noticed the laughter after looking at that formula? And when people laugh, it means they are with you all through the speech. Number 5, a very common and interesting way to open a speech or presentation is by using a quote or phrase. This quote could be a common quote that can be related to your speech subject, or the phrase that you're using is going to come back again into the speech, because if it is not coming back again or it has no relation to the speech, there is no fun. So what are you doing? You're hooking the audience with some interesting phrase that has a direct correlation to your speech and the message of the speech. Let's look at Mark Brown's speech, and I would recommend, after listening to this opening and finishing this video, you must go and watch Mark's full speech to understand how the phrase used here is directly correlated to his message in the speech. Let's look at it.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Mr. Toastmaster and friends, that phrase is fairly common. At first look, we automatically draw quick conclusions about people for various reasons.
So I'm sure you like this opening, and when you listen to this full speech, you will see how Mark has used this phrase in the speech and how the whole loop was closed in the end. Have you seen the phrase that he used? You never get a second chance to leave the first impression. And when you listen to this full speech, you will realize how Mark Brown closes the loop in the end by saying everyone deserves a second chance. And the sixth way that I'm going to tell you is very interesting. It is called demonstration. Now, a lot of people use skills to demonstrate something they want to communicate. When people see it visually, they connect it and understand it very clearly. And there is no person better than Dan Thurman, the past president of National Speakers Association USA, to show this technique of opening a speech. Let's look at it.
Today, let's talk about balance from a little bit of a different perspective. Yeah. You should see it from this side. Life balance is a concept that is intriguing and desirable and also completely unrealistic. I mean, even now, look up here, and you'll see I'm not balanced. I'm constantly making adjustments and corrections to protect myself on this precarious platform, and after all this work, after all this effort, I haven't really gone anywhere. I'm still in the same place.
Wasn't it interesting how Dan was balancing himself on that podium and speaking, and people were mesmerized. I've seen Dan doing it live, and when he is balancing on the podium, everybody is awestruck. And when the message or opening is delivered while he is balancing on the podium, it leaves an indelible impact in the minds of audience. Now, you don't have to stand upside down to demonstrate your point. You can think about some creative ways by using some activity, by throwing some game, or using some of your skills to make a point while you're opening your speech or presentation. I shared with you 3 ways today: analogy, quote or phrase, or a demonstration. In your next speech, use these opening tips. You will be amazed to see how you will anchor the audience and they will be with you throughout the speech. I hope you enjoyed listening to these 3 amazing ways of opening a speech or a presentation. If you have not subscribed to my channel, do it right now, because I will be sharing with you 4 more amazing ways of opening a speech in my next episode, which will be aired next Sunday. See you soon, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, Deepak Sharma Speaks. Bye bye.